Hi everyone, welcome to Swedish Dharma Tarot. My name's Christina Maria Leifsdotter and I'm here to do a reading for courageous Capricorn. As you can see, I have a very nice background. I'm sitting on the patio of the new place I'm staying in Sicily, which is Marsala. I left Palermo yesterday and the real typical Italian kitchen that I was doing my readings from. So I've changed the city buzz to the countryside and it's wonderful. Olive grove on the one side and the vineyard on the other. And the sea not that far away. Can't be all bad, can it? And you know what? Capricorn, you had the most magic of cards. Look at this. This is Wheel of Fortune, Lakshmi, Indian deity, who stands for abundance, luck, and very good universal protection, or very good protection from the universe. So that was a great card to start off with. And in the path of the soul, you got magical. Oh dear. And in the yogic path, you got Tantra. I had to look up the page. I forgot to do that. Right. Soon there. Balance of masculine and feminine is what Sahara Rose writes about it. Oi, kitty, sorry. That wasn't intended. Let's have a look. Hey, Fina, sorry. But I don't think it was really hard. But it didn't make you feel very welcome, of course. No. So, if you'd like a private reading with me, totally doable. Get in contact with me on Messenger, or if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll have an email in the description box below. And we'll agree on a day and a time, and you can have a think about what you want to look at. I don't, like many of my colleagues, sit and hold a monologue. I like to have questions, and there's a very good reason for that. Because when I've consulted psychics, they have just told me anything and everything that comes to them, which of course they should do. But when it's not within a structure, then it's very easy to divulge information that the person sitting there in front of them doesn't want to know. For example, I was told that the father of my daughter would not get old. Who wants to know that? He's still alive, by the way. Like, it's 30 years ago, so it wasn't even correct. But anyway, so that's why it's important to ask questions and not just let the psychic, let us run amok, right? I'm also running not just amok, but running a competition. The winner will be announced on the 23rd of June, which is the day after the Mercury retrograde. I hope you're holding out. I'm not. But anyway. And I want you to answer the question, who is the most important person in your life and why? Okay? So I'll announce the winner on the 23rd of June. Now let's get on with your reading. We have a young Capricorn, a Princess of Pentacles. So you should be 27, possibly 28 years or younger, depending on if you function on a 7 or 9 year cycle. Most of us function on 7-year cycles, but there are exceptions, and some people, those exceptions, usually function on a 9-year cycle. So if you look at in the rearview mirror, you can easily work out which, if you're a 9 or a 7-year cycle. If I sound a bit strange, I'm sorry. It's allergy. It sits on my vocal cords. You've been very hurt, Capricorn. You've been very hurt by an inflexible, self-satisfied, egotistical, domineering man. Your husband or your partner, I'm not sure. But you're together, and there's been a big conflict. This man is not capable of changing. Unfortunately, he is running his race, and you either like it or lump it. And I think you're going to choose to lump it. And you know, when people are only interested in what's in it for them, that's when you know you're in trouble. Because true love, that makes you want to do things for your partner. That makes you ask the question, what would make the Princess of Pentacles happy? What does she need? What does she like? What can I do for her? And when those questions aren't asked within, when you don't need that person, they're just in it for themselves. There's a lot of people like that, unfortunately, but that's the truth. And I think you will be finishing this relationship, and when you do, you won't be sorry. He will make sure that you have a very guilty conscience. You just have to be certain of how and why you do it. Because I think there's a possibility you might have a child or two together. So, yeah, it's not good for the children. The worst thing you can do for your children is to stay married for their sake. That's just a big lie that people tell themselves. I don't understand it. Because how good a parent are you by standing by the other parent while you're continuously fighting, continuously disagreeing, and at best totally indifferent to each other? What are you teaching your kids? Well, in this case, a mother who should leave is teaching her daughter, this is what we have to accept from the men who love us, or this is how men who love us behave. She's going to be repeating your pattern, your behavior pattern. And the same thing for the sons. If the father or the husband is very domineering, very egocentric, that's what his sons are going to learn to do in the future in his relationships. So it's totally catastrophic. Much better than to lead by example and leave the relationship and show both sons and daughters that this is not love. This is not acceptable. We're better off on our own than in that kind of a relationship, in that kind of marriage, wedding. Yeah, that's being responsible. That's being loving, first of all, towards yourself, but even towards your children. It's taking your responsibility as a parent in a really, really high light. So you will be doing it. And you know what? You might not be that open to it, but there is another partner on the way. I think he's a Capricorn. he's certainly an earth sign. So if he's not Capricorn, he's a Taurus or a Virgo. They're great partners, stable, loyal. Yeah, you're a great partner too, for the same reason. There's a lot of planes flying over. Yeah, stable and loyal and very good providers and protectors of the family, really. So, as your power comes back to you, as you get more and more insight into your situation and how intolerable it is, you will decide to go. And that's the best thing you can ever do for both you and your children. All right? So when you do that, you're under the protection of the universe. God, I hope it's not going to crash. Yeah, so close. Sorry. You and your children are very well protected by the universe, that's for sure. That's for sure. Let's have a look at the oracle cards. We had magical in the card for the soul. For goodness sake, go away. Embrace the magic within. Embrace the magic within all of your day-to-day experiences. Think back to the days of childhood when anything could happen. Begin to expect the unexpected. Many small, I think it's a whole bloody NATO force up there. Many small yet wonderful surprises are coming your way. This is the calling of the universe to return to childlike wonder and belief that anything can happen. Look for the magical in the mundane and watch. And watch as life transforms from the ordinary into a mystical adventure of the unexpected. I've never. It must be circulating, waiting to land in Palermo or something. Oh, bye-bye. So we had Tantra in a yogic path. Balance of masculine and feminine. Oh, what a relief. You're expanding into liberation. Tantra. Moving past the dualistic mind that judges everything as right or wrong. You're headed to the greater truth that comes from integration. The structured masculine and flowing feminine within you are merging, allowing you to move toward infinite consciousness. The mature masculine within you creates presence, focus, stillness, and determination. The mature feminine within you results in creativity, flow, movement, sensuality, and nurturing. Both genders require a balance of these two energies. Continue to invite in all aspects of yourself, your light, your shadows, your Shakti, your Shiva, your cognition, and your intuition. Wonderful message there from Sahara Rose. Thank you very much for watching. Get in touch if you have any questions regarding this or any other reading. And if you would consider giving me a thumbs up and even a subscription if you're watching on YouTube, I would really appreciate that. And in any case, if you would like and maybe share to someone or several people who you feel could have need for it, the bloody thing's back. Can you believe it? Please do. And would you consider subscribing? I'd be so stoked. Now, much to your relief, it's finished. Love and light.